5 curiosities about Kurama to make you like him even more. Did you know that Kurama is actually Naruto's dad? And that he was inspired by another character from another anime? We've been talking a lot about Kurama lately, but did you know these 5 Kurama quirks? Kurama may be gone, but he'll never be forgotten, ever. He's one of the most beloved characters around and is even one of Kishimoto's favorites. Did you know that? Yeah, it's true. This nougat was straight from the horse's mouth. But now I'm gonna hit you with 5 more tidbits about the big fox, but you gotta pay the toll. You're like, of course. Thanks, folks. Let's dive in. The inspiration. Did you know there's another character in fiction that inspired our favorite fox? Think about it. Who do you think it is? It's an easy one. Drop your guesses below. Guessed it? Alright, the answer is Kurama from Yu Yu Hakusho. For the longest time, we knew Kurama as Nine-Tails, or Kyuubi, but then we found out he has a name. Calling him Nine-Tails is like calling you Opposable Thumbs Monkey or Bald Monkey. His real name was Kurama, which Kishimoto revealed in the second art book was inspired by Kurama Yoko from Yu Yu Hakusho. Just like our Kurama, the one from Yu Yu Hakusho is also a fox, but he got injured by a hunter and reincarnated as a human child. The name Kurama itself means 9 lama. And it's not lama as in mud. Lama is a title given in Buddhism to a teacher of Dharma, which is another Buddhist concept that I can't really explain. But that's where the title Dalai Lama comes from, for example. He's not just a fox. Yeah, you read that right. Well, sort of. Kurama is a kitsune, which is a popular figure in Japanese folklore and influences many other incarnations in modern Japanese culture. Actually, kitsune is the Japanese word for fox, so it's like saying he's more than just Naruto's buddy, he's his friend. Kitsunes are known to be intelligent creatures who love to play pranks. They have the power to shapeshift, often turning into beautiful women to seduce men. Sound familiar? Yeah, that's the sexy jutsu. Naruto, the fox boy, uses the transformation jutsu to turn into a naked lady. It's also said that kitsunes are rivals with tanuki, which is a type of raccoon dog. And guess who's a raccoon dog? Shukaku. That explains why Shukaku and Kurama hate each other and are always throwing shade at each other. Another thing about kitsunes is that they're known to keep their promises. You might not directly associate this characteristic with our Kurama, but does the phrase, "I never go back on my word," ring any bells? Never been in Gedomazo Kurama is the only Biju who's never been captured and placed in Gedomazo, well, not completely. Throughout Shippuden, the Akatsuki managed to capture Biju from 1 to 7 tails and put them in Gedomazo, which is the shell of Jubi. After the Ninja Alliance managed to remove the Biju from Obito, they were free for about 5 minutes until Madara went and captured them all again and put them inside Gedomazo. And in that sweep, he managed to capture both Hachibi from Killer Bee and Naruto's Kurama. Yeah, the job the Akatsuki spent the entire Shippuden doing, Madara did in 5 minutes in the middle of a war. The guy's a beast. But here's the plot twist. Kurama was divided into 2 at that time, and the other half was with Minato. Later, this part of Kurama was passed on to Naruto and was used to fight against Madara, Kaguya, and Sasuke. So, this part of Kurama never actually got devoured by Gedomazo, unlike all the others. The first character? Naruto? Sasuke? Ramen guy? Nope. The first character to appear in the manga and the anime was none other than Kurama. The character who literally opened the doors to one of the most famous works of all time. And on the first page of the manga, there he was, in the first frame of the anime too. Very different from the fox we know today, by the way. He was attacking the Leaf Village, and the narration from the third Hokage said, 12 years ago, a 9-tailed fox suddenly appeared. The movements of its tails crushed mountains, causing earthquakes that devastated the coast. A shinobi confronted the 9-tailed fox in a mortal combat. He sacrificed his life to capture the beast and seal its spirit inside a human body. That ninja was known as the fourth Hokage. Who would have thought that a character with that description would one day sacrifice himself to save the village and the world? He's Naruto's dad! We know Naruto's dad is Minato Namikaze, and that Minato sealed Kurama inside Naruto on the day he was born. But Kishimoto's plans were different in the early stages of the story. In the pilot chapter of Naruto, the story was totally different from what we know today. In the pilot manga, Kurama still attacked the village and wreaked havoc. It took 9 powerful ninja to defeat him. But he left behind a fox cub, Naruto. Hiruzen was the only survivor of these 9 legendary ninja, and he took pity on Naruto, allowing him to join the village. Naruto, who was really a fox cub, took on human form and began living as a citizen of the village. Can you imagine if that had been the final version? With Kurama actually being Naruto's dad and Naruto being a real fox? Crazy. But there are a bunch of differences between this pilot version and the final version. If you want, I can bring a video telling you all about Naruto's Chapter 0. But you gotta make a lot of requests, okay? So, did you know about these 5 Kurama curiosities? Got any others only you know? Drop them below.